Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I wanted to make a quick little announcement and mention that my YouTube channel has officially hit 70 subscribers. Now, I know this might not sound like a whole lot compared to people who have 1 million subscribers, but to me, it feels like 1 million subscribers. So I just wanted to say thank you so much if you have taken the time to subscribe and stick with me and come back each week and watch my videos. I really appreciate it. And then also, if you are new here, I would love for you to stick around and become a regular subscriber. I try to post, positive, uplifting videos that are really going to help you with your household efficiency, also motherhood and marriage. And then we also just have fun with some different series like Rock the Crot or Baller on a Budget. So anyway, if those kind of things interest you, I would love for you to stick around. But with that being said, today I wanted to talk a little bit about priorities and getting things done in life. So both personally and professionally, we all have lists, right? We all have lists of things we need to do. We have things from, pragmatically, what we need to get done around our house. We have, professional goals that we want to accomplish and have each of those, kinds of lists broken down into the steps, hopefully broken down into the steps that we need to take. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about what happens when you get stuck on those difficult tasks. There's a saying that you eat an elephant one bite at a time. And I love that saying, and it is so true, because when you have a mountain of things that you need to get accomplished, the only way you can do that is just going line by line and getting things done, crossing them off your list and moving on to the next, right? But what I find that sometimes is that I get stuck on tasks that seem difficult, that I have a lot of times just mentally built up to be a lot harder than they may actually be. And so what I end up doing is I end up putting those off until the end, or just continually shuffling and rotating them to different lists. And then those tasks never get accomplished. So today I wanted to share a little bit of advice from a physics teacher that I had in high school. His name was Mr. Lind. And he told this story one time. I don't know if it was about him, someone he knew, or if this is just a wise old adage. But he told a story about a man being served food in a foreign nation. I believe he was talking about himself because he was military. But anyway, this person was being honored at that dinner, and as the guest of honor, put before him at dinner was a plate of food that included an animal's eyeball, which in that culture was considered a delicacy. Now, in our culture, that is not considered a delicacy, right? Who wants to eat an eyeball? So, not wanting to offend his hosts, the man or Mr. Lynch, whoever it was, he decided he was going to eat the eyeball first, right? His thinking being that if he could eat that eyeball, what he considered the most grotesque, the hardest thing that he would want to eat that whole night, if he could just get that down, everything that he was served after that would be way easier to eat because he's already eaten something worse. So this is kind of the life advice that I wanted to share with you, because as we're moving into the holidays and all those kind of things where we have so many to-do lists going on, now is the time to not delay or procrastinate on the parts of our to-do lists that seem the most difficult, but now is the time to tackle the hardest items, right? You're gonna eat your eyeball, and that way all the other tasks that come after that are gonna feel like a piece of cake, right? So once you accomplish that hardest task, not only are you, smooth sailing after that, but you're gonna get that momentum going to feel like, okay, what's the next task? I can do this. So I wanted to, just to, kind of put my money where my mouth is, I wanted to share a task. Now this is a home task. Again, this might apply to you professionally more so than, in your home. But for me right now, with getting my home ready for the holidays, what I am focusing on is trying to get my house in order before we start a lot of the holiday entertaining. So with that, I'm going to share with you a dirty little secret, and that is kind of my catch-all box from when I sort my mail. It's one thing to sort it, but then you end up, with coupons, or you're coming in from a shopping trip, you have receipts, or maybe your child's artwork that you don't want to throw away but needs to be filed. Anyway, this box is kind of my catch-all box, and I have honestly probably not cleaned it out since around tax time. So that was, back in March. We're now in November. So if that gives you any idea of how much just stuff I am dealing with, that is by all means my dirty little secret, or at least my cluttered little secret. So I wanted to take you on that journey with me today and see how long it's gonna take me. I'm pretty much counting on it taking about an hour. So I'm devoting Remy's whole nap time to really trying to dig in, clean this box out, because it's not just organizing paperwork, it's getting my other filing systems out to really, put each item in its home. So I want you to come on this journey with me. We're gonna tackle this eyeball together and see how long it takes. So with that being said, let's get into it. All right, as I'm getting started, I just wanted to show you what I'm dealing with here. So I have officially finished, and let me look. Okay, so my timer is saying 23 minutes. So a task that I was thinking was going to take me a solid hour actually ended up only taking me about 23 minutes. So, I mean, talk about progress, right? So I have a little bit more that I have to do, but that's pretty easy. I have my pile of stuff that needs to go other places. This is Marshall's 4-year-old report card, some stickers from a clothing company that the boys like to play with, so I need to put that in their craft drawer, just stuff like that. Coupons that need to go in my purse. So I have that pile, and then look, this is what my box now looks like. These are basically coupons. This one is to Ulta. These are for oil changes, and then I need to replace this clothespin. But basically, I just have my 2 folders. One is for stuff from Marshall's school that I want to keep readily available. This is a folder with information from a missionary family we support that I needed easy access to. And then other than that, I have my trash pile. And then what I'll do with that is I will just go through and shred everything. So really, I probably have about 10, maybe 15 more minutes to go that I won't bother boring you with. But anyway, I hope this video is kind of an encouragement to you to help you see, just like I am realizing, that some of the tasks that we really have built up in our minds really are going to be a lot more simple if we just eat the eyeball, to get the hardest thing done first, because now that I have this done, those other projects are not going to be as challenging. So, and now also when I get new things from the mail that need to go in larger files, at least now I have my temporary file available with some space so that I can file those away temporarily until they can get to their permanent home. So anyway, all that to say, I hope this was an encouragement to you. Thank you so much for dropping by. Like I said, please become a subscriber if you're not already. And then also, if you could just give this video a thumbs up, that really helps with all the different YouTube algorithms that are out there. And then also, if you leave a comment below, just let me know what is the eyeball that you are dreading but that you are going to now tackle. So with that being said, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and may the Lord bless and multiply your time. Bye.